Hello, everybody. I keep getting this thing. I was like on time, all smiles, ready to come in, and then I get this notice, StreamYard, traffic is extremely high unexpectedly high right now. Please wait 45 seconds before going in. So anyway, here we are. Welcome to Night Owl Crafting. My name is Gail. The name of my channel is Gail Designs. And with Night Owl Crafting, sometimes I have a guest, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just have themes to work on. Today, I am working on birthday themes. So as you can see, I have my 69 and feeling fine. This is the last week I can wear this and claim 69, but because Sunday I'll be 70. So I have a template that I got from Design Bundles Plus, and it says spoil me. It's my and then you can insert whatever year you are. I'm going to be 70. So it says, spoil me, it's my 70th birthday. And of course, it's on the back of my 69 template. So that's what I'm going to bling out today. For 70, it's called the platinum year. So this is my platinum year. God gifted me with platinum hair already. So anyway, and I am going to be blinging the whole thing out in the Labrador. That's as close to platinum as I have in my tool chest. Then I'm going to also do, I have to do my tree. So I'm going to start with a decor with that. And so that's going to be paper craft as well. And while I was looking, because I'm going to be making Wednesday, I'll be making my cake topper, and while I was looking for my sticks, because if I found them, I would have included that in tonight. But I have this design. Oh, so anyway, so while I was looking for my sticks for the cake toppers, I discovered all of this. It's going in my drawer in here now because I like my stations, and so I've converted. Well, I have this one station that I haven't used anything for yet, so it's drawers. So it's using all my things. So I have 4 unused packs of double-sided tape from Dollar Tree. So it's going here. I don't need to get any more at Dollar Tree. I can just stop that right now. Can you hear me okay? I think you can because nobody's saying anything. And I'll say hello to the chat as in a minute as everybody's coming in. So I have this design, and I looked at them today in Design Bundles, and there's a lot of happy birthday and this and that and da-da-da. And since I'm making this for myself, I just wanted it to be a statement. And if I was making a cake topper for somebody else, of course, it would say happy 70th birthday, and then their name. But so I found this, and it's 70 and fabulous. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making for my tree, my decor for the tree. And so anyways, this will be what I'll be making my cake topper out of too, is this design. And I'm also going to make a shirt. Hopefully tomorrow I'll feel well enough to get in there, because it'll be bling. And so it'll be that. So I have everything, all the little bits and pieces in here. So my project box. So this is all for that paper craft. Okay, so let me go ahead and say hello to those that are here. And hey, Norman was the first one in here. And Kingsbury Crass, welcome. And Lisa from MBA Creative Designs, and Robin from Robin's Creations, and Bobby from EE Handmade with Love, and Melody Thomas, welcome in, and Marliese, the savvy crafter, and Eva Marie Lux. Sorry, I just made that up. My daughter-in-law's sister, her name is Maria, and so I just did the rolled my R. So anyway, so Eva Marie Lux Studio and Boyd Apparel Designs LLC. So welcome in, everybody, and happy birthday to Tracy Murray. Today is her birthday, and she may be in the bushes while she's out celebrating, but she may be somewhere where she can't be. I don't know what the exact plans were, but she was definitely going to be celebrating her birthday. And welcome to everybody else that's in the bushes, and for those that are going to come back or that are watching the replay when you see this. I'm going to Hey, Spilling Diversity, welcome in. And Spilling's birthday, she's the very end of Leo season, so she's I call it the caboose. Cheryl Green is the engine, she's the first one. Karen D is the 1st of August for celebrations. So again, this design, it you could just create a different number in there. It comes with everything. It comes with, this has the TH and it has the ST and the ND. So it has all of those. And let me get my other shirt that I've already made. Whoops. So this one is a design by Creative Art by LT, which is Laura Trevino. And she has it free in her member section for her members, or it's $4 on her Etsy shop. Sorry, I didn't post her Etsy shop in there. So I'm trying to, oh, I'm in control. I can do this. Let me move the camera over. I had this all set up, the camera earlier, and then I go and get ready and stuff, and I come in and StreamYard says, oops, something happened. I'm like, no, I was all ready. So they're acting up. All right, apparently I can't move that over. So we're just going to look at it like this. So I did peridot, the Leo symbol in peridot, and then I did the circle in gold orange AB. And then the lion, I did a mixture of topaz, light topaz, and rose gold. And so I mixed it. I had a container and I just kept putting them in until I did. Oh, and then I did his eye because I have green eyes. So I did his eye. Let me see if you can see it. Oh, you can't see it in there. That one's all blacked out. Anyway, so I did his eye in pine. I was going to do wintergreen, but I found pine before I found the wintergreen. So Laura's going to be in town on Friday, the 14th. And so we're going to go to breakfast and then go do some shopping. I'm going to go check out that new Of course, you gave birth to a Leo, Eva Marie. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna go have some fun. At first, it looked like she was scheduled. It looks like she was scheduled for the 13th for her doctor appointment, which was Thursday. I go, oh, that's gonna interfere with our hashtag crew. So I'm trying to move my camera over to the big spot. Here we go. There we are. Thank you, Marlies. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Bobby. You're on your iPad since my laptop decided to reboot. Yeah, isn't that weird how things have just been wanting to do that? I was cutting out my materials and I had this one and I'm like, why is this backwards? I didn't mirror it. Well, that's holographic sparkle. And apparently there's holographic sparkle iron-on as well, which I know I use it. That's what was in my saved. And so that's what showed up. I mean, and so it automatically flipped it because it was an iron-on. So anyway, so I had to recut that, which is no big deal. So you got to work on your phone. So I guess everybody's having storms here and there. See, what was it? Oh, I was on Zoom with Laura on Saturday, and all of a sudden it just started raining, and wasn't scheduled. So we've been getting, which is good because we need rain, of course. And but I was out during the day, and I was like, oh, what's going on? Why is it so humid? And then just as I got in here and sat down, then it had started pouring. And I go, oh, that's why. Because normally we are not humid in this area. So I got a lot of rest this weekend. I'd be up for a couple hours and then I just needed some sleep. And I'd lay down and then I was up. So Q comes on. She comes on and she was doing something. And so anyway, so I was like, oh, good. I'm glad you're on. So I watched her. She came on like 4 a.m., which was 5 her time. There's Tracy, our birthday girl. So I hung with her for a little bit while I was finishing up with this template. I thought that, I have to pick up flock dots because the flock is old because it cuts all the way around, and I do add more pressure. It cuts all the way around, but it leaves just a little teeny tiny like hairline of that I have to cut or pick with my nail. And she says, oh, why don't you change your blade? And I go, oh, okay. So I changed my blade before I did any paper cutting today. Um, I don't have any other templates that I need to cut just yet, but I have a new blade just in case I do. Hi, Diane. Welcome in. Tracy, what have you done today? Anything fun for your birthday? Did your daughter have to work? Or did she have the day off and could spoil you? So I'll be putting this on a black Gildan, the heavy cotton shirt. Didn't used to like them, but for $2.99, I learned to. And they're not as stiff as they used to be. That's one of the reasons why I didn't like them, is because they were stiff, boxy, but they're a little softer. Not as soft as the soft style, but but I like them now, and I actually prefer that. I can tell the shirts that I blinged, I guess they're the older shirts. I started blinging in 23. So I was thinking, because they're getting too big for me, and so I was thinking, because I keep seeing this app called Vinted, and so I was thinking, oh, I could sell them on Vinted. Hey, Cheryl H, welcome in. I was in the bushes watching Miss Becky. And she does such beautiful work over there with her pouring. The resin. She's pouring my favorite color, which I saw on Saturday. Yes, that's right, Lisa. They stay where you need them to be. And like with the softer ones that are thinner, the glue comes through. I know some people say it don't, but I know it does. I don't know if it's because I have to add, because I have an auto press, so I have to add a pad to get some extra thickness since it's not adjustable. And then I add the pillow. I put the pillow in between the shirts so that because the glue comes through. So Cheryl, I didn't see her unboxing that big box. I saw people talking about how big that was, but I just saw what she showed us on Saturday, and but because I didn't come in right at the beginning, I had to get into YouTube because I had to grab my link to share it out. Well, and put description in, because when I get done with the live, then I create these next stream. Hi, Jesse. Welcome in. And but then I don't put a description in until I know what I'm going to do. And really, I wasn't sure if I was going to be on today or not. Um, then I said, no, I'm on the road to 500. I can't be canceling my shows. So, um, some of these I had to cut, and so they're not exactly they eh, they're not exactly round, so they're just laying on top, and they don't stay in because it's not a hole. All right, so this one's done. Yeah. Yeah. And then, so at 500, then I can apply for monetization, which, because I call it a soft, because 1,000 is when you get all the benefits. 500 is you get some perks. And Laura said it took 3 months. Took 3 months before she got 3 months after she hit 500. But as you know, she started up with a membership and all that kind of stuff. I don't really want a member. I don't think I want a membership. Hey, Marilyn, welcome in. Hi, Geneva. So you may have heard, because it's been since the end of July, my great grandson went back to where he lives. His summer vacation was over, so he went back. And so anyhow, so I get a message from my daughter-in-law and said, that he wanted to have a family dinner. Oh, you're on the road to 100. Okay, Eva. We'll get you. We'll get your link in the chat, and then one of the moderators can put it in the chat, and we can do it. I know I subbed to you. Anyway, so little Mister wanted to have a family dinner before he left. So it was a Friday. It was the last Friday in July. And so it turned out to be a surprise birthday party for me. And well, it wasn't, I don't know, it was actually a birthday, but he got me a cake. And so anyway, because he won't be here for my birthday, and so he wanted to do that. And so that was nice. All right, I see one over here. Thank you, Marilyn. So Marilyn dropped Eva Marie's link to her channel that she's got going on. And Tracy and her daughter are going to have one. They have to decide on a name and stuff. So they don't have it set up. You know, what she has is her account, you know, for YouTube. And but I don't think that they're going to use that one. I think that they're coming up with a name and deciding, you know, what of the many things that they do together, what they're going to focus on for their channel. So we'll be supporting them as well. I keep seeing Tracy 30 and I go, yeah, she's 30. Oh, they asked the kids how old is Gigi, and my little miss said she thinks I'm 27. Means I'm younger than her mother. Her mother's 29. Oh, what did you film, Marilyn? I can't scroll up to see what y'all are talking about. Oh, for the 30. Tracy says she'll be 30 for the 35th time. I refused to be 30. I was 29. I think I was like 36 before, you know, but my husband, it just became a joke after a while. Sublimation tumbler for when we went to Colorado. Okay. It became a joke because he told me I couldn't have any more birthdays if I stayed 20 29. And I thought about it, and I know I've shared it here before, so just pretend you're hearing it for the first time. Anyway, so you know, it's like I make my own cake, and the kids, they were in grade school, and they make me card, and they make me, and they'll, you know, buy me something like a Hershey's, you know, a candy bar or something like that. So anyway, so it's like I found this candle and the candle said still 29. And so instead of writing happy birthday on my cake, I put ha ha. So it says still 29, ha ha. So anyway, he was a little upset. So, and then I remember he had bought me this really beautiful cake from the bakery, you know, with flowers and butterflies and stuff. And so he doesn't get mad, he just gets even. Well, not anymore. He's no longer with us. But anyhow, so I think I was like 36 or 37 at that point. Hi, Marissa. And then after that, it was no big deal. 40, bring it. 50, had a big celebration for that. I had a Hawaii 50, FIVE hyphen OH. And I had it at my friend's house. He was on oxygen, so they couldn't use candles. And so anyway, so we had a Hawaii luau, and first I made everything, you know, made all the decorations and stuff. And I was gonna pull those out. Maybe I'll pull them out for Wednesday. And because I was with Stamping Up at that time. And so they had an aloha stamp set. And so anyway, and my friend was mad at me because she wanted to throw me a party. And so it's like I had to relinquish some of the control. She's a Leo too. She's an August 4th Leo. And so I had to release some of that control and let my friends do part of it. I said, but can I still do the invitations? Because I already had them stamped and everything. So they said, yeah, you could still do that, but let us plan it. So they had, because I was getting ready to have my hysterectomy after that. So, and being self-employed, being off 8 weeks was not going to get anything done. So they had a Hawaii, they had a luau potluck. And I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody that came in, and if I haven't said hello to you. I saw Marissa Crafts. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. And so anyway, so it was a luau and it was so good. And they knew that I was allergic to onions because they were all my friends. So it was people from my church. It was people from the school I worked at. It was people from my Stampin' Up. It was clients from my cleaning business. It was from another organization I was affiliated with, and it was big. I had it at my friend's house, and it was perfect because she had a big house, a ranch style home. Hi, C Mills. Welcome in. Anyway, it was so fun, and the food was good, the games were good, you know, and everybody got along. And of course, my stamping people, they thought that uh, they thought the things that I made were part of the party favors. I mean, they were like a giveaway or something like that. So anyway, it was really good. Um, yeah, but my folks here, they're not into all of that fun stuff. That's why I make my own um and take it. So I think I don't think so. So yeah, they'll buy the cake and I'll make the cake topper. That was, yeah, it was your 50th. That was my 50th. Well, I did have a 60 because 60 is diamond year. And so yeah, I had loads of diamonds. Had that at a casino in the not the dining, they have banquet rooms, and so had that there. And you just you can bring a cake, but you can't serve the cake. So we just bought one from them, and then they could serve it, but they didn't want to be responsible in case anybody had some food allergy and tried to blame it on the casinos, their food. So anyway, but it was good. It was a lot of fun. And I was uh with doTERRA, so I made everybody um personalized perfume. It's like in these little roller bottles. And y'all, I found out I was watching the replay, and it's like it's like Patrice's bell. You can't hear that, can you? My noise cancellation. So, and then 65 is sapphire, and that I had a very small birthday party. I went to Melody Lane was still alive at that time. It was her first year having her Airbnb, and so had a sapphire birthday in Florida at her Airbnb. So it was really nice to have met her. We had to go in July because her August was booked, and then she passed away the following February. So it was nice that I was able to meet her before meet her in person, before she had passed. It was sad, really sad. A lot of these I have to just lay on top of where the hole is supposed to be. So Kristen's birthday was Saturday, and Thursday is Bonded Creations and Patrice. They're birthday twins, and crafty Leo, Mary. Her and I are birthday twins on the 16th. Trying to get up here in this corner without messing everything up. Bobby, have you been doing events? The last I heard was about the one that involved cars, and that was a new one to you, like a car show. Did you make it there? I think the one that's in my neighborhood is going to be here Sunday. They do theirs on Sundays, um, starting at 4 because it's too hot during the day. Yeah, that's what's fun, Tracy. That's what when I lived in California, that's what we would do is just like, you have your work friends and then you have your other friends and um oh, Marissa Krause. Oh, that's right. We're triplets. Got to remember that. We're triplets. So, um so Marissa, she is also Sunday. Marissa, what zone are you in? Are you East Mountain? What I think I know. Are you in Texas? I know Crafty Leo is East Coast. West. Marlise is West Coast too. Tracy's West Coast as well. Okay. I might have to peel this up and cut these holes out a little bit better with some scissors. I didn't have the scissors I was using weren't very sharp at the tip. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I have these scissors and they are very sharp in at the tip. I keep them in the package to um keep them good. Uh, so I'm not grabbing them. They're for paper, but I still am picky about what I use them for. I don't look frozen. Hey, Evelyn. How are you doing? Thank you, Jesse. Um, yeah, I was just gonna say she's on a tablet, so those are notorious for acting up. I know that I halfway thought about like, oh, let me bring that out. And then I'm like, oh, if this laptop was going to act up, um, I was going to bring my tablet out. And I go, no, that was so much trouble when I was using that before, when I first started. Um, so I started, as you all know, I do bring people up here and give them like get their toes dipped in this, give them the opportunity to experience live stream. And I got my start from Laura. She had Miss Becky and I come up and do the patches together, and then eventually we started our own channels. I mean, we had I just converted my account into my channel, and but still didn't go live single. um I was just looking at that the other day, and it's like when I did my unboxing from Cricket was my first solo live video. And so anyway, and I appreciate, her giving us the opportunity to um, come up and build our confidence. Or I'm just going to speak for myself because Becky can share her own story. She's doing good, and she's working towards 500 as well. But anyway, so yeah, it built my confidence up, where I can, I do have the gift of gab, so um, talking's not a problem. And I've did public speaking. I've been on talk radio shows. I've been in on a panel of a TV show, and just, so I've been exposed out there, and not saying that I am comfortable in that because I'm nervous as all heck. Don't give me a script. Just let me talk. Just, I can't say what you want me to say because that means I would have to memorize it. And when you get nerves involved and memorization, just like, yep. And so anyway, and finally, it's like they were working and they wanted me to do this and do that. And it's like, but it's my story. You wanted me to share my story, but you want me to use your words. And that I was struggling with it. And finally the producer says, just let her tell her story in her own words. It's my story. But they wanted, it was with healthcare, and so there was keynotes that they wanted, to hit. And that's like, I hit it. It's just my language, not your language. So anyway, so those videos are still out there because I signed the waiver to let them have full use of them. And every once in a while, when I was still working in California, they had said, "Oh, here's a clip that we use." So they just take clips of it and use it to what they needed, whatever their point of getting across. So anyway, all right, I think I have them all. I could tell you, my director was so mad because we did it was supposed, it's a 15-minute walk, but it took 2 hours to accomplish because they're walking in front of you with the camera, and then if it, and it was on if it was on the hospital grounds, and so if somebody walked into the scene, then we had to reshoot because you can't have anybody that hasn't signed a waiver in the film. So anyway, I didn't care. I had the whole day off, but the rest of the people in the lab, they did not. And so yep, just 3 more. Okay, checked again. It looks like I have everything. I know, Bobby, you were well, Lisa, when she first started coming, when she first started joining on, she was pretty quiet too. And oh yeah, you and her came on at the same time, and Lena was on vacation at the time. But yeah, she was pretty quiet. Now she's good, comfortable. All right, looks good. All right, and I do. I remember this used to take me so long because I knew that I was going to slide it and it was going to mess up. Now I just like, I don't care. I'll pick the dots if I have to. I mean, I'll pick the stones if I have to. I'm team scrape. I will scrape. Actually, for a live, I would, if they was messed up really bad, I would just I would put it aside and just rebrush with, and then scrape all the stones off um, later. This is good. And here's my project bag from the other night, Tracy. So I stitched it on the back. I still have to stitch it on the front, my zipper. So I still need to finish that. But yeah, I did last Wednesday. I had it on my shoulder, went strutting into the family, and she just goes, "Oh, that's nice." Her mom is the one that is a sewist, and could appreciate it, but I would need my daughter-in-law to explain what it is to her because she doesn't speak English. I haven't been back to Colorado since I left there. At least I lived there 4 years. Went from Chicago to Colorado and lived in Oh, and then Colorado to San Antonio, and then back to Colorado. My family lives in the Aurora area and Denver, but we were stationed at no, I don't even know what it is. It's not there anymore. But part of it is in Denver, and part of it is in Aurora. Air Force. Hi, Greg. Lowry. Yes, Lowry Air Force Base. Yeah, and then there's Lackland over here in Texas. Hmm. I'm gonna try and remember that because Eve Lowry. It's funny when they changed the taxes there. Well, Denver had some taxes. There was always something going on, as in everywhere. This was in the 80s, 82, 83. And Denver was changing their taxes. And so it was only going to affect the employees that are on the Denver half of uh, the Denver half of the base, and not the Aurora side. Anyway, they fought it, of course, and they won. You know how they won? The entrance to the base is in Aurora. So, and it wasn't for the military, it was for the civilian employees. So, anyway, so they got out of that tax because the entrance to the base was was on the Aurora side, and So that's what it went by. I don't know what happened after we left. We left in, oh, I don't know when we left. All I know is we got rid of everything because we moved into California. So we got rid of everything snow related or cold weather related. We just didn't even know. Anyway, we had no idea that it actually snowed in California. And we did live in Northern California. Anyhow, but when we first moved there, our friend, that was a civilian, lived in Orangevale. And, so we went to visit him and, he had, and his house was for sale. He was renting it and it was for sale. So we moved in with our big old family. And so we stayed in the house and then we pitched tents for the kids. They camped outside. But we had to be invisible when a realtor came over to show the house. We had a dog and we had to get him out of there. And then we ended up finding a house. We ended up finding a house in Northern California. It was country. Minimum acreage was 5, and stones. I only used this once. Anyway, so it was way out there. We had to take a cooler with us to go to the grocery store. But there was a trailer, and that trailer was like the post office and the um, library, and the school was on the same property. The school was a K-8, and I taught kindergarten there. And so I'd go in there, and that's where the laminator was, and we'd laminate everything. And so that we could have it for our next school year, because they cut our federal funding. And so we had to make sure everything would last through the school year and hopefully the next. Fortunately, our kindergartners were civilized kids. All right, don't come back on this. Whew. Right. I usually not. It's hot underneath this. So hard to tell. Okay. I think it looks good. Mhm. Sorry, I had some stones move. Oh, it only looks like it moved. Oh, okay, that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, all right. I'll have to remember that. Otherwise. All right, I think I'm ready. Is Jess here? Or is that Jessie? want to get this second press done so I don't have to turn this on again. Too hot. Okay, now the press on. Of course, you know it's better in person. It's black. That's Labrador. It's as close to platinum because 70 is the platinum birthday. So that's as close as I could get. Because I don't have the platinum rhinestones. So when they said that the icy platinum is Labrador on steroids, then I'm like, okay, let me just go with that. We'll go with the Labrador. And for those that hadn't seen this one, this is Laura's design. It's in her members. So if you're a member on her channel, it's in her members. Otherwise, it's $4 on her Etsy shop. So, and she has other zodiacs as well. This is just for this month, the free template for this month. So I used Parative for the Leo, and I used gold orange for the circle. And then I did a combination of light topaz, regular topaz, and rose gold for the lion. All right, so this is going to take some work. Whew, thank you. I need to cool off. It's hot. Ugh. I have my dress is that I wear. They're really big on me now, and so they're real nice and comfortable because they're not touching me. And So, but I wanted to wear this one, get some before I have to say goodbye to it. So anyway, all right. So this is for my tree, and for this, how I did this is I sliced the 2026 y'all out of the red, and then the white glitter is solid behind it. So that is how I am doing this. So the silver is going to be the solid behind it. And then the layer, this is my version of peridot. So this will be like this. And then this will be in front of it. So I think what I need to do is put this on here, because this is what's going to go on here. This is going to go on here. And then once I get all of these other little pieces in there, then it'll look like that. The other option, which I don't want that, but that doesn't look bad. Looking at it in the thing, that doesn't look bad. But I actually wanted I wanted this to be this. So anyway, and this here is, so this is the sparkle paper, and this is the sparkle paper, which is nice and smooth. This is glitter cardstock, which I am not making a cake topper out of this, because I've got glitter, and I've got glitter. You can even see it on the back. Maybe you can't see it. Yeah, there you can see some sparkle. So definitely not going to make a cake topper out of this, because who wants glitter on their cake unless it's edible glitter? But anyway, when I make my cake topper, it is just going to be, and I can't even pick it up. So it's just going to be this. But I have mirror, so it'll be the silver. I have mirror heavy, really, it's really thick. And then of course I'll back it up, and then it'll just be a stick, so that's what it'll be. So 70 and fabulous. And I'll be using this SVG for a shirt as well. I'll probably do this out of silver glitter, and then do bling scatter, because this I can wear all year round then. So let's get to work. This so first this is going to be on here, and let me get my. So I'll be using my Barely Art glue, and double-sided tape. I always like to protect my surface. Oh, and then this also, these are at the Dollar Tree. So this is a glue residue eraser. If you have to remove like the double-sided tape, this, you just rub it on there, and it's really good about getting that off. I use these in doTERRA. I mean, not doTERRA. In Stampin' Up. Except, of course, Stampin' Up sold them. I don't think Dollar Tree existed back then. We probably had something else. I don't know. I don't even remember. I just know Beverly's. We had Beverly's Fabrics. I would get craft supplies from them. Beverly's, Hancock's. Didn't get any supplies from Hancock's, but I remember Beverly's had a lot of fun things. I guess Beverly's was kind of like a small version of Hobby Lobby. All right, let me put this puzzle piece together and then I can figure out what I need to go do from there. So need the O. This is actually a puzzle. It's all these little pieces. Okay. So that's what I do is I put this all together and then I'll be removing the 70 something. But I'm kind of thinking I should have like put the frame down. So let me go ahead and do that. And I was kind of thinking what because I'm making this for myself, I just wanted it to be like a statement. If I was making a cake topper, well, this is going on my tree. This is decoration for my tree. And but if I was making a cake topper for somebody, I would actually do happy 70th birthday. But you know, doing it, they're gonna have the cake. I'm gonna bring a cake topper. I'm not sure. I don't remember if this double stick tape sticks to the cardstock. I mean, to the glitter cardstock. If anybody knows, can please tell me in the chat. Tracy, where's my paper crafters? Let's try it out. Because I know I would do like the foam. Yeah. I would do the like the foam, like what they call pop dots. Jesse, no paper for you. I know. Well, I'm going to test out this little piece right here before I go and put a lot of. I really didn't want to do pop-up for my tree. Okay, so that's going to work. Okay, that's going to work. For these little pieces, I'm going to use the glue. Yeah, it needs to be thinner pieces. So for the cake topper, I'm not done one really thin. Um, Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll show you what I've made. So this, I just broke the stick off, but this was for my 66th birthday. We had the Route 66 party, and so this is actually white glitter iron on, and then I had sliced out the happy birthday and the 66. I made everybody can koozies, and it just said Route 66, and then it had their name on it. And then for the shirts, um, we had somebody that was born in October, so they got the October road sign and a California road sign for the one that was born in California, and then the Illinois for the one that was born in Illinois. And because Route 66, hi precious pieces, Route 66 starts in Illinois, ends in California, and the true middle is Texas. So the shirts, I made mine Texas because I was born in Wisconsin, so I didn't qualify for that. But anyway, it was fun. And then I made party papers and stuff like that. So this was a cake topper, and like I said, I just broke this stick up. So that was for my cake for my first birthday here in Texas. And then this was another one I made. And it's 3D, the butterflies. And of course the ones that I made for my grandkids, they have those. And so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers. And so, but yeah, it's no, and I always put it back on them. Hi, Danny. And then this one we might use this. We have a 1-year-old coming up. And so this was my first anniversary, retired anniversary. And so this is the same kind of glitter that I'm using here. And then, oh, this is 4 layers. And then it's brown, and then I did gold. And then the back is, oh, it's kind of it's a really pretty brown. Anyway, so I just did one. Yeah, I don't know, for this family that doesn't celebrate anything. We didn't know what was happening with what's Gigi doing. But anyway, so they enjoy it, the kids, because I make the kids a banner. And then now I have the adventure. And so I make them the big jumbo number of the year that they're, how old they are. And so like the mister, he's in double digits. And so we just keep the 1 and change the last number. But I don't know if any of that, when they moved with their dad, I don't know if any, I don't know. I don't, I told them, I says, don't throw away, like, because I could still use that card stock for something else, when we changed the numbers. So anyway. So yeah, paper crafting takes time. And it's fun when you have others to do with, and but the the K-topper that I'm going to make when I find my sticks or go buy some more is it's going to be real simple. It's just going to be this, just 1 layer, bigger than this though, but it's just going to be what this layer, and then I already have this duplicated and reversed, so it'll be gone on that. So it's just going to be simple. Okay. Here it is. I'm like, okay, anybody see my tape? I usually put it right back in here so I can see it. All right. Just want to be quick with this. I get this finished, and then I'll finish stitching my project bag so I can post that. Tracy sent me pictures of hers so I can put it in the same post. So Marilyn, another school year is starting and you're not there. Does it feel good or is it weird? It doesn't, because I retired and moved to Texas. It's so relaxing. Yeah, you miss the kids. Miss the coworkers, my coworkers. I had good, but even the doctors that I worked with, um, it's just I just couldn't even imagine working there without them. So I was hoping to retire before them because I didn't want to have to get used to new doctors. And so anyway, but yeah, the two main doctors that I did a lot with, outside of work, um, they both they both are semi-retired, so they just cut their hours back. And but the one he's like the one that specialized in dermatology. I worked in pathology, in case anybody didn't know that already. So I worked in pathology. So he specialized in dermatology. And then the other one, I don't know what her specialty was, but she I took care of her cats and at her house. I was a dog sitter, but she paid me extra to take care of her cats. I said, I'm a dog sitter. And so she kept upping what she would pay me. And I'm like, it's not about the money, but, you know, the litter boxes. And so I didn't tell her that. But anyway, but yeah, so her thing was, um, I'm working. Oh, what is the saying? I made her a mug too. Um, I'm still working because so that my cats could live a better life or whatever. And of course, I'll remember the saying after the live is over. But anyhow, um, so yeah, she loved having plants, and she would get plants for her office and kill them and then give them to me because I would dig them out. I didn't have to dig them. I just got them out of the trash and then I'd revive them. And so then she quit putting them in the trash. She just would bring them to me before they were completely dead. And she'd say, I heard it screaming, please take me to Gail. So, and, I kept them there so she could still look at them and, but yeah, I miss nurturing plants. It's something, the kind I had in California, they don't have here in Texas. And so, but my neighbor that got my plants sends me pictures, makes me happy to know that they're still living and thriving. But I tried even with simple plants here, but with the air conditioner, it it's too much air for them. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome in. Welcome into if anybody else I missed seeing, just been working and chatting away. Pretty much took a lot of time off. Um, I think because of the weather, it's just had me grounded where just just kept sleeping I'm a better day sleeper. And what I've been doing also is I don't um I don't keep my phone in my room either. Because I used to keep it like on my nightstand, and now I don't have it in the same room as me, and I find that I sleep more solid that way as well. Um so I haven't missed any calls, like, because if my family, if they try to contact me and I don't respond, then they come over, they're concerned. Well, first of all, they'll check social media to see if I don't get on Facebook that much, but I do get like on Instagram just to see what they're doing. and, and so they do the same, like, because I don't really post much on Instagram. I need to get back into doing it, but it's just more fun to see what they're up to and then get out of there. But anyway, yeah. But I've been doing good, except for the crown that cracked a while ago. If Cheryl's still here, Cheryl was going through tooth pain at the same time I was. Anyway, that one fell off on Wednesday, but because the tooth is dead underneath it, it's not painful. All right, so I'm going to be sticking this on to the white glitter, and then is it white silver glitter, excuse me. And then I'll put those pieces back in. Um and then oof, um and then lift them to glue them down. But I gotta put in what I need to put them all back, need to put all the pieces in, and then just glue down the ones that are going to stay there, and then take out the one that's not going to be there. And then I can use that for something else. Okay. And this really isn't showing up what it is. This is actually it's actually a blue green. Um, it's called foil holographic neon. But this is what it is this blue green. But it comes in all these colors, and it's white on the back. Um, so it's like a pink orange, um, yellow green, orange yellow, green, yellow, blue green. It kind of looks pinkish or purplish too. So yeah, that's Cricut craft board. Um, I just bought all that kind of stuff when they were on clearance before I left California, because I was supposed to have some crafters here with me. And because I had two granddaughters that lived here, and my daughter-in-law. Well, this is kind of fun. The puzzle pieces. All right. Okay. All right, spilling. Good night, Greg. Okay, that's all the pieces. My hands are not happy working with tiny things anymore. Oh, All right, efforts. All right, something's not right. Hey, I know that was there. Where'd it go? Oh, all right. So I have 1, 2, 3 pieces, but I only have 2. I think this goes there. And then this one goes there. So I'm missing that one. Hey, Bonded Creations. Welcome in. Happy early birthday. 3 days away. All right, so I am missing a piece. You know what I'm going to do, because this is a big piece, I'm going to put the tape on that. Oh, that didn't work. Lisa, your son is so cute. My great grandson and him would have endless conversations about dinosaurs. Um, well, your son sure knows them. Get these big pieces in there with the tape. I don't know what happens to the other piece. You might just have to be okay with it not being there. So I won't be, I'm not going to be layering the when I make this into a cake topper, I'm not going to be doing these layers. This is just for the tree. And so I'm not going to have to go through all of this tiny work. Otherwise, I would just go ahead and make this, but this is too small for a to be a cake topper. I need to make it a little bit bigger. Like I said, I already have that one made in the in Cricut. Just have to I just had to get this cut first because this is for today, and the other one I'll make on Wednesday. Uh, unless I come up with a completely different. Oh no, I want to turn it into a shirt too. Not that I need any more shirts. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm not missing the. I'm not missing it. It just slid underneath. Oh, that makes me happy. There we go. I'll have to do something with this. I'll think of something. I'll go on something. So we have these little white flies. So it's white fly season right now. They're so tiny. It and it's just like powder. That they're just like feathers, but they're attracted to the light. And they're the ones that you'll see around your porch light or something, and why they want to come in here when there's lights outside that they can like hang out in. But anyway, um but yeah, so they were like when I was doing the when I was pressing the shirt, they were landing on they were landing on that. I'm like, well, they're not going to get on the design. They were just on the on the top of the transfer tape. So sorry, you wanted to be there. You had to. You got pressed. But they're annoying. They're just annoying because they're like in my house. And it's at night because of course my lights are on, but during the day they're not. Okay. So now I think I have to do glue for the little bits. And I don't know how that's gonna hold up, but let's see. So um we're gonna do we're gonna get helium balloons, and they have to be non-latex because I'm allergic to latex, but we're gonna get some helium balloons. And we're going to tie them in my hair, and so my hair will be flying up. And I asked my daughter-in-law, I said, so will you walk around? We only have one mall and it's down right um it's next to the cemetery, which is next to the border of Mexico. Anyway, but so we're gonna go to the mall and we're just gonna walk around. Now her parents will come with, and her dad gets in the motorized those carts, the wheelchair. It's not a wheelchair. It's the grocery. You know what I'm talking about? The electronic chairs thingies. He loves driving those things. Y'all, if you see him coming, you better just be moving because he's just having his fun time on that, and not really paying attention to who's in front of him. She's always filming him in HEB and Target. Sometimes she just takes him out to so he can go drive you know, go drive a cart. Oh, Sam's Club. Sam's Club is the other one that she'll take him to, and he'll get out of the car. He doesn't move fast, but boy, when he sees that cart in the parking lot, he moves fast. He can't wait. He's like, she calls him her toddler. Um, he's like running to the cart to get in it. And hopefully it's charged, at least charged enough to get it inside where they can trade it in for one that is more charged. But yeah, I had to do because I fell when I first moved here, and So I had to have one of those. Her parents weren't living here then. And tell you, those things aren't easy to, they're not easy to maneuver. All right. I think I got all the easy ones done. Let me see. I think I can get, where's this one going to go? This isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Well, first of all, I didn't think it was going to be that bad until I took it off the mat and it was like, oh, all these pieces. All right, that one doesn't go there. It goes here. All right. Let me see if I can get a little piece of tape for that. Thank you for being here. Whoops, there goes. Okay, it just spun. My sister-in-law, she got herself I think it's a parakeet. Looks like a parakeet. That bird, they take it on vacation with them and stuff. And well, they go to an island. I think it's called Washington Island. Um, don't ask me where it is. They live in Illinois. They live on the border of Illinois, Wisconsin. But it's their family thing. Um, both sides of the family. That's their reunion time. They go every year, and they have a lot of fun. Themes, parties, and stuff like that. Thank you, Jesse. I know it's so close, so close. I set the goal to hit 500 by my birthday, which is Sunday. So when I hit 500, then I'll be able to apply for monetization. And as far as the rest of my numbers go, my watch hours and my videos, those are all. All right, Marilyn, good night. She said this night out is tired. Yeah, so everything is good as far as all of that goes. And I don't make any shorts or any reels, but that would be included. But when I get my evaluations, they always say that that's good. You know, I always get the thumbs up for what I'm doing. So hi Heather, welcome in. Thank you for coming in and hanging with us. So I'm just I'm putting together it's going to be my decoration for my tree. I have a year-round tree. I don't call it a Christmas tree because it's a year-round tree. So this is what I made. And I've changed it. I mean, you know, I made it for New Year's and it was in different colors, and then I made it red, white, and blue when it was Texas Independence Day. And so I just keep it red, white, and blue. Um but anyway, but this is what I'm doing for the 70 and Fabulous, a birthday one. So it's the same concept that I'm doing. So right now I'm fitting all these little bits and pieces in here, and then I'll remove that. I'll remove, and then all these little pieces will stay, supposedly. All right, so I think I need to glue this one. And I know I glued these on here. So let's get that out. So the Barely Art glue with its precision tip. It's my needle, and I'm going to put my needle in my lid. I tell you guys so that you know when I'm looking for it. You can tell me, oh, it's in your in my oh, you can't even see it. Let me keep it where you can see it. There you go. I remember watching Miss Rita to the Rescue, and she was always looking for her pin, and we'd look for it with her. Okay, so this one is going here. I need I don't know if I have to shake this. I don't want to shake it too much because then I make bubbles, which is what I got, bubbles. All right, so there we go. Okay, so which one of these is next? This one goes here. Yeah, that one goes there. This one goes here. Yep. And then this one goes there. So then I'm missing this one and this. Let's see, which one does this go? This one goes here. Okay. Okay. I just had them all. Now I can't find one of them. Hmm. Might as well use my hand as a little dipper. I had all the pieces. I don't know where this one went, but let's go ahead and get this pin back in here. The pin keeps it from drying out. Really need to there we go. All right. Sure. Nope. I know I had it. There it is. Phew, I knew it was here. All right. Perfect. So once again, that's barely art glue. And it's really good glue for paper crafting, which I know not everybody does. I used to do it for so long, and then I when I got my Cricut, then I was discovering all kinds of other things. All right, so now I'm going to remove the framework. Whoops. Got to make sure that all these little bits stay. I think that this is the part that I put the tape on. It some of the tape stuck to the frame. And it doesn't look like this is coming because this is blue green and it's got some purple in it. It's neon and it's called craft board. And I'm okay bending it up because I want, this is just the frame. I want the bits to stay behind. Good night, Heather. Thank you for coming in. Have a good week. Keep moving and moving it, moving it. It's really shiny, and underneath this ring light, it's kind of blinding me. Yes. Yeah, was sticking to it, so now I'm just gonna hand place it. Because it doesn't look like a letter without these in there. Hmm. Good night, Diane. Thank you for coming in. All right, just remove the back of all this tape. my great granddaughter. She was into Gabby dollhouse. Made her a Gabby dollhouse, lighted, and it was a shaker. Uh, it was a big to do. Cake topper. It was on the cake just to sing happy birthday, and then it was off the cake and put into a keepsake box. And I'm like, oh man, that was an expensive to do. And now she doesn't even like Gabby dollhouse. But anyway, it was good for the moment. All right. Well, okay, you can see. All right. So, because my camera is off to the left over to the side here. All right. So yeah, it's definitely shining in that thing. So this is going on my tree. And and so the outside is green, which is my birthstone. And then it's not really showing up in the camera, but this part is actually blue, green, purple, and then the underneath is silver glitter. So yeah, that could even be a cake topper, but like I said, I wouldn't, because it's hi Anna Smith, because the glitter cardstock that's in there, it's shedding glitter. Not a whole lot, but oh, I see it on my hand. But I would do I have mirrored I have mirror paper that I'm going to use for my thing. Plus I also have, I thought that I know I have some more of this. I have some more of this stuff and in the silver, and I just have to go through my papers and get that. So thank you, Precious Pieces and Anna and Jesse. Um, so this is for my tree, 70 and fabulous, and I'm actually going to, like I said, I'm going to use the SVG, and this is going to be my cake topper. It's going to be a little bit bigger than this one, but that's all it's going to be. I'm going to secure it so that it's solid. It's not going to be paper, and so that's what's my cake topper is going to be. Just real simple. And let me find where I need to be. I'm going to put it on this design. I'm going to put on a shirt. Pull it up into. I started to pull it up into silhouette and turn it into a rhinestone design. But then I was like, oh no, I can't do that because I don't have time to do it right now before the show. And so I'll be doing it when I have time, because I don't know how to save these in there. I mean, if I pull something up to work on later, I don't know. I have to always pull it back up and again. And because I have one that I've been working on, and I have to like start it all over again every time. So I have to learn silhouette. I just know what I know. I mean, and I need to know more. So anyway, so this is what that I did. So I did this decor for my tree, and then and then I did this shirt. Um, Spoil Me. It's my 70th birthday. So I'll be wearing this on Sunday. And like I said, I don't, my daughter-in-law, we're going to go to the mall. She's going to do my hair with the balloons so that it's like a flying. The balloons are flying. I don't know how we're going to drive in a car like that, but anyway. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So, oh my gosh, it's 11:58. Well, I do have one more thing to finish. And so anyway, while my sewing machine is here, I just have to finish this my project bag, which is just stitching down the. Oh, good thing I looked at my phone. So these were cake toppers that I made. I think this was my 67th birthday. Let me change the camera. But it's these butterflies are, it's a lot of layers. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers. But that's one that I did. And then for my 66, which I just broke off when I was getting it out of the thing, I just broke off the thing, the stick. The stick broke off. But this was for my 66th birthday. Did that. And then everybody had made everybody's shirts. And then across here was the state. So Illinois, Oklahoma, and California were represented. I was born in Wisconsin, but I put Texas on mine since I live here. Anyways, so that's what I thought I was going to get into when I moved here. I thought I was going to make that kind of stuff, and because the other thing that I did was, I mean, it was a whole big thing with the Route 66. I made the shirts. I made can koozies for everybody with everybody's name on it and everything. And oh yeah, and I did. Oh, and this one was my 1 year retirement anniversary. So it's a real pretty shimmery brown, and then gold, and then a pink glitter. And I had a Texas, my 1 year Texas anniversary party. Like I said, my family here doesn't do any kind of partying here. You know what was happening with me, well, they knew I was party animal. I'm a party animal. I'm a good party animal. So the only thing I have left to do on my project bag is just stitch this down. And that's it. And then it's done. And then I can post the pictures because Tracy sent me the pictures of hers so that I can post it, and with mine, and I'm gonna finish mine. But I have it stitched to the back. I just need to stitch to the front. And then I'm done. And so I appreciate y'all being here. And I hear I'm close to 500. Maybe by my Wednesday show I'll be 500. Thank you, everyone. If you didn't see these project bags, Tracy Murray was my guest last Monday, and we made those. We made these and then finished them up. She finished hers up on Wednesday. Oh, that was something. Because Wednesday's show was longer than I've ever had my Wednesday show, and so I get over to the family's house, and they're already done eating. I knew my son was. He said, they said, well, nobody responded, and I go, did you send me a text? And they go, no, we knew you were coming, but then we didn't see you. And it's like, that's okay, you know. I mean, they did sit there and watch me eat, but and then my conversations, you know, with my son is important to me. So we still had our visit. So I'm going through the plastic right now, but it's not underneath, so I'm not sticking. Be careful, it's gonna knock my camera off. Oh, which I have to plug in. There we go. So these project bags were really easy, and she did write up the instructions as a PDF. Sewing hair into my. See if I can get it out. There, now mine's done. Okay. See, with this camera, you can see the true colors when I use the laptop camera. So it's got the zipper, and I added a pocket to mine. Let me see. So I added a pocket to mine because I wanted all of the options while I had her with it. So it's a deep pocket, and so you can put tools and stuff like that in, and then so it goes all the way down. But so this is my first zipper, the first time using vinyl. So I love it. And I'll be making more. And like I had said, I'll be doing hey Q, listening at work. So I'm trying to move camera over. There we go. Okay, so I'll be making a smaller one. I'm going to get a sketchbook and base it on that size, and for my granddaughter. And I won't have the plastic in front of it. But it'll be pockets. I'll have pockets on the front and on the back. And then I'm going to make like, stitched channels in the pockets so she can put her pins and her markers in there, because she likes to draw. And I just made a handle. And if you didn't see, so there's webbing in here, and then I just put the fabric over the webbing. And I meant to have it just as a handle like this, but then it's just like, it fits on my shoulders. So, yep. So if I find a club to go to, a sewing club, I can take my project in my project bag. I wanted it for like my template, like put my template in, and then in the pocket put my tools, my rhinestone tools, and but it's really big for that. But it'll still work for that, my rhinestones and stuff. But yeah, so that's just a yard of fabric, of two fabrics. And then I had so the lining and the outside is 1 yard each. It's not even using a whole yard. Then you have enough to do a strap, and then the binding, and then all of this. And you can actually just make this whole thing out of 1 yard of fabric if you wanted it to all be the same. You don't have to put plastic in the front. But anyway, so Tracy Murray was my guest, and today's her birthday. She was my guest last week on Monday and Wednesday. And this is what we created. And I finished it. I just ordered some vinyl after watching Jess. Okay. So she had, yes, so she had just did that. Did you order it from Knick Knack Nurse, Q? I have I've got a bunch of stuff on top of it though. So while I was in the craft storage room to get the stuff out of there for the yard craft sale, I discovered my my little bin of faux leather, which I'm getting. I just have a bunch of stuff stacked on top of it now. So I have this full of faux leather. So that's what, for those little purses that she made, I can make that. Now I heard that Hobby Lobby doesn't sell these anymore like this. But anyway, I had made, you can see it, maybe can't see. Cut some earrings out of there. Yeah. So yeah, have you heard? Did you hear what? So in Tracy's area, the sewing um store where you sewing machines, they have like a sewing club. So she's got something. She's retired and she's got something pretty much every day um to go somewhere and do something. So but yeah, so I have a lot of faux leather that I definitely don't need to go shopping for anything. I have plenty. I have plenty I can make. And now, see, I didn't know what to do before except for to make earrings. But now I've got all this, and now I know how to do a zipper. And so that should be live sometime. Amazon for what, Q? I don't need Amazon. I got plenty of stuff right here. I got sparkly. I got, what is this? Rose gold. Yep, rose gold. I even have, oh, you got, oh, okay. That's where you got your decorative vinyl. Yeah, I'm going to use the faux leather. Um, and because right now all I have is the clear and I need to use supplies I have. Um, so yeah, I should save some of this out and I have to be organized. I have to be organized because I don't like to be looking for things. I have to know where they are. So anyway, so yeah, I have, oh, and look at this. Okay, so who wants to come on with me sometime and let's make some pouches? I got to get some zippers for sure, but it could be Monday. I don't normally have guests on Wednesday, but I can, as long as we don't, I don't want to miss family dinner. But oh yeah, I made some earrings out of this. This is really pretty. Oh, some Kelly, some Kelly fabric, or it's faux leather. And I know I have, yeah, and I have black. I could do like a black bottom with this. Yeah, I have to get some zippers. Okay, so this is called faux leather ribbon, just because of the size it comes in. All right, so I'm like rediscovering all of this in here, and it's looking really fun. I'm gonna figure out a pattern, and let me see how wide this is, and then I'll know what size. So 8 inches, yeah, 8 inches wide, and there's 24 inches on it. So 8 inches wide is a good size for a purse. Um, ooh, this is really nice. It's been a while. Yeah, I like this because it's, oh, here I am here, because it's got the grain in it. That's nice. But yeah, when I was working, then I just look how big those earrings were. um, when I was working, then I would just I would make earrings and then wear them to work, and that's how I advertised them because we weren't supposed to be selling stuff, but everybody knew, and I mean, everybody had to come in because I was I was the one. Like I said, I worked in pathology, so anything that came off of you or out of you, I got it. And I mean, they brought it in to me. Yeah, so let's figure out your schedule and Q, and let's do it. Let's do it. We'll go and I'll get some zippers and too bad you didn't live next door. We could just I've got so much. Again, I got plenty to share. Oh, and you know what? I bet you you could do, I got snaps. We can make, these gift things out of, we can make these gift things out of, faux leather. I'll have to play with that. Definitely. But I'm happy that I found I'm happy that found this and, and I said, it's not going back in that room. It's just coming out here. And so I put it behind the tree so that it wasn't in my way. But I put it behind the tree and so that it's here. And now that I've opened it up and saw what's inside, I'm getting reacquainted with that. So I've lived here since 2022. So I've been lived here 4 years and I'm just found my things. So anyway, but I had a storage unit. Things were in the storage unit. Let me go ahead and shut that camera off. But anyway, so that's what I got. Um, and so anyway, Q, did you see what I made? But yeah, so let me know your schedule. Is it still like where you only know 1 week at a time? I saw my project bag, my shirt, and then my little thing for the tree. Boy, it's not. I'd get tired of you, because I'd be wanting to sew all day, every day. I wouldn't get tired of. There's plenty of room. That's what was supposed to happen over here. I have this set up in an L shape because my daughter-in-law was supposed to come over. Thank you, Spilling. My daughter-in-law was supposed to craft with me, but she's got to go over to her house. So, all right. Going to be an early night tonight, folks. I got finished up my project bag, and Q, did you make your labels for your purses? That's what I want to do before I make any more for my website. I want to make my labels, and I don't have a sublimation printer, so I have the stuff that you can just print it out on your printer, regular printer, and then you iron it onto the fabric. So you like sewing? It's a lot, because I remember you did not want to do any sewing, and you wanted to do embroidery, but then you got a machine first, and a sewing machine, and then the embroidery machine. Okay. Okay, great. So just let me know. Um, just let me know. And I don't get on Facebook very much, but lost my other slipper. So anyway. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the live, and there's still 16 here. So thank you everybody for being here, and those that are in the bushes. Can I say good night? I'm fading, can't fight. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to end now too, Spilling. Thank you for coming in, and we're continuing prayers for you and Jesse's family. And so, all right, so I will be on live um, on Wednesday, 11:45 Central. Thank you, Bobby. And I think I'm at 497. So trying to get to 500. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you Wednesday or some other time during the week. Bye. And happy birthday again, Tracy.